Hey guys, welcome back to Rockford YouTube channel. For this video, I have some amazing new tool deals to share with you. We got some Home Depot deals, we got some Amazon deals. For the Home Depots, we're going to use the YouTube shopping links. You'll see the little timestamps popping up. For Amazon, I'll put the links in the description down below so you can find those all nice and tidy and easy like. Now, I wasn't really planning on doing a tool deal video at 1 o'clock in the morning, although we have been doing some late night ones. The thing is, I was laying in bed dying and couldn't sleep, so I thought, oh, what the hell, let me just get up and check some Home Depot, because I'd rather check Home Depot than lay here and die. So I got on Home Depot, I was like, there's some good deals here. There's some good deals that I should share with the people. And I was planning on doing an Amazon deals video earlier tonight, but kind of ran out of steam and I never got to it. So now we're putting them all together, little Home Depot, a little bit of Amazon. Now, when I tell you I'm saying, I got a little cold or a little COVID, but when I tell you I might have COVID, that's not code or something for I just had a stroke, okay? No, I'm like just regular, legit sickness, but I'm not stepping down. I'm not announcing that I'm not going to be running for, not running for Tool Deal Champion of the World again, because no, I'm here to stay, sucker. I'm in it to win it. Just a cold. No strokes here, unlike other people who are lying to you. Now, Milwaukee M18 high output 8 amp hour battery. Now, this comes free when buying certain other items. So I'm going to link you to the battery page, because when we click shop this offer, we can see all the different options. And there was one or two, as I get these deals slightly confused, extra tools that I specifically wanted to point out that comes with the high output 8 amp hour battery, which is a beautiful battery. A little big for some tools, but perfect porridge for some of the others. So for instance, we have for $229 this 6.5-inch circular saw, because that 8 amp hour battery is expensive as shit by itself, because what was that thing? $199. So you're throwing in this saw, you're only paying a couple bucks more if you were going to be buying the battery anyways. So I really like that saw in there. Then look at this. You can get the 6-gallon wet dry vac with the hose and accessories, $219. I mean, really, if you were going to buy that battery at $199 anyways, 20 bucks more, and you get the whole vacuum to go with it, that's a really good deal. And I kind of doubt it. I haven't paid much attention to this vacuum because I am not at all in need of a shop vac. Somehow I ended up with 6 of these bastards. Like, wait a second. I need maybe 2. Why do I have 6? What the hell happened? So, I don't pay attention to this one. I feel like it's probably not hybrid, but it almost definitely should be. It, like, has to be, because it probably sucks a battery like a big dog. But $219, $20 more. I like it. Getting with the 8 amp hour battery. Next up, similar deal, kind of. Here we have the M18 12 amp hour battery with a 5 amp hour battery as its little bonus buddy come along. It's part of the Pro Special Buy of the week. So if you go to this page, you can click on this little link here and see all the other stuff. There were some other good ones, a couple that we're going to touch on, but a lot of stuff that we're not. So we're just mixing in a few here. But $179 for the 12, which is badass battery. I got that with the 16-inch chainsaw kit. And it's a heavy ass battery, but it is so good. It's so good. It's the battery you dream about. But just remember that 179, 12, and 5 as we move along here. Because here's the 5 amp hour battery, which they say is regularly $159. Look, that's way too much for that battery. Retail prices are kind of bullshit sometimes on the batteries. That's why we're always looking for sale price. Even Amazon, when it's not a third-party seller, when it's legit Amazon.com selling the item, they'll have some pretty good deals on, not Milwaukee because they're not a seller of them, but DeWalt stuff. They'll have discounted batteries and discounted tools and pretty good prices. But we're always looking for some kind of promotion for the batteries, because when you're getting bent over paying $159 for a 5 amp hour battery. But this battery comes free when purchasing other items. Now, the transfer pump actually is kind of cool. I would like that sometime. I'd like to play around with it. I wonder how long a battery lasts on that, because I feel like that might use up a battery too. Now, one of our options, as we previously saw, is this 12 amp hour here at $199. But also look at that, $159 for a 5 amp hour or $199 for a 12 amp hour. So kind of crazy pricing. I don't hate this little kit here just because you're getting 2 brushless tools for $189, and then you're going to throw in the free battery to go with it. I mean, I've hated deals worse than that before. So lots of different options to get you the free 5. The brushless fuel hacksaw thing's been around for a long time, but people generally like it. I'm not a huge fan of it myself, but people who are smarter than me tend to really like it, so I'm probably just missing some of the greatness of the hacksaw. I really like my compact DeWalt 20 volt, but it is what it is. So there we are with the free items, or the items that get the free 5 amp hour battery. Now look at this one. We're starting a little trendy here. You got the Milwaukee 2 amp hour battery. Oh, a little baby battery. Not a high value, $99 for that. That is so stupid. Who pays $99 for a 2 amp hour battery? Joe Biden voters, that's who. But 149. Hey, I'll spray to all fields a little bit this video, okay? Because people don't like me shitting. I'm buying too much. It's a small percentage. Let's be honest. Small percentage of people. Actually, I shouldn't shit on him at all anymore because he's like gone. He's so insignificant. The lamest of the lame ducks ever to live. It's okay. Even to say live, stretching, right? But I'll give it a little bit to the other side. I hate JD Vance. Oh, do I not like this guy? Terrible pick. I'm very, very disheartened by this ticket. Because it also means if Trump wins, that JD is automatically going to be like the favorite to be the Republican nominee in 4 years. So unless something incredibly drastic happens, I got to sit out now. I don't get a dog in the fight anymore. And I like the fight. So it's a buzzkill for me big time with this guy. Anyway, so there we go. Now I made everybody mad. You're welcome. Let's see what are we doing here. 2 amp hour battery, and got our free tool options here. And this one, because it's such a low value battery to begin with, we're really just looking at, hey, is there something you were going to pick up anyways, and at least you can throw in a free 2 while you're doing it. Not the most amazing, but free items are included. We've talked about this one before, but since I saw it again as I was scrolling through, I thought we'd throw a dog a bone. Got to throw it in there. We got a couple of hand tool or accessory type deals because we don't want to do just the expensive ass cordless tools, because not everyone needs more cordless tools, and we want something. We want everyone to participate, right? Oh God, I almost say we want to be inclusive. Punch me in the nuts if I ever use the word inclusive in a non-ironic way. Stanley Fat Max 25-foot 2-pack. Very highly regarded. Everyone loves the Stanley Fat Max tape measures. And $24.88, that's $12 a tape. Last you a long time. You'll be super happy with it. Now this one, it's a good deal. It's not the most amazing thing in the world, but I love this inflator. If you've never used it, or if you're not in Milwaukee's lineup, but you're kind of on the fence about it, this is the way to get into the lineup, because this is an amazing tool. It works perfectly. I have a million things around here that have tires, and they are always flat. Every time I turn around, there's a damn flat tire somewhere. So I use an inflator at least once a week. Now, maybe if I replace some of these tires, they wouldn't constantly leak. But look, that's not the point here. The point is I use it a lot, and it works every time. It's faster than the DeWalt 20 volt one, because I had both, and we did a video years ago, which nobody's going to remember. I actually had a lot of fun making that video. It was not very popular at all. I don't think anyone else liked it, but it was me being able to do something I actually wanted to do. Because sometimes, you got to do stuff and it's just work. It's not fun. This isn't what I want to be doing right now. Like right now, I'd rather be sleeping, but I can't. So anyway, Milwaukee M12 inflator with two 2 amp hour batteries and the charger. It's $129. Now this inflator, I'm almost positive I've seen it for $99, and it's definitely included in various promotions. So if you don't want to get it right now, look, it'll be available. It'll be on sale. It'll be part of a promotion in the future. But $129, you're getting the whole kit. So you're getting the 2 batteries, and you're getting an amazing tool. It's really good. 2 amp hour battery is a little bit small on it. Well, it depends what you're inflating, If you're inflating like a big truck tire, like I got the 37s on the Jeep, little 2 amp hours are gonna be rough. If you're airing down to like 15 psi, and then you got to bring it back up. Ooh, actually, I should try that since I have 2 amp hour batteries and I have the inflator and I have the big tires. Maybe people would like to know. Because if you did all 4 tires down to 15, I wonder how we might do that one day. That might be a little testy test to do. Next up, we have the Milwaukee Sawzall metal cutting bimetal reciprocating saw blade set, 32 piece with 4 carbide blades. Those guys are a little expensive sometimes. Now it says this is normally $94.69, which may be, but everything's inflated prices now. And then down to $44.97, and you're basically getting a buy one get one free here. So look at all this. Look at it. We're include it twice. Look at that. So all those blades. Oh, come on, get me back to where I want to be. There it is. Talk. There's more than one meaning. 94 down to 44.97. So 50% off. You're barely with the car. You're barely a buck a blade. Now here we have Milwaukee 7 1/4 inch, 24 tooth framing circular saw 2-pack. I'm trying to think. That circular saw earlier was the 6.5, wasn't it? Damn it! I wish these two would have went together. That would have been a more beautiful thing. It's part of the Pro Special Buy of the Week. Maybe click on that. See if the 6.5s are also included in there. If you're going to be getting that saw earlier, because it's a pretty good price. You're getting a 2-pack for $12. So $6 a blade. You're getting name brand stuff. You're not like you could get this tool shop, the bargain basement Menards brand, but then you ever get like kind of sketched out with things that spin real fast and they were like cheap? Like, I don't know about this. This thing's spinning at like, a couple thousand or, depending on what it is. RPM, I don't know. I don't feel real good about this. I feel better about someone who put their name on it, $11.97 2-pack, $6 piece. So those are our Home Depot deals. Hopefully all those timestamps worked out. I never know until afterwards. I could do some pregame warm-ups and actually test this stuff out, but I don't. So hopefully we can find all those. Speaking of which, the Bears are going to be on later tonight. I hope Caleb Williams is playing. I want to see what happens, but I kind of feel like they might sit him out, or maybe he'll play a little bit. I mean, he's a rookie. You got to play him, right? You got to play the rook. He's got to get some experience. They're going to be like, we don't want him to get hurt. Well, he's got to play. He can't be afraid of getting hurt. Anyway. First Amazon deal I have for you is the rechargeable mini flashlight. 880 high lumen pocket flashlight with clip, everyday carry, super bright. It's 55% off. It's by YC Bright. And look at this guy, little baby guy. I would say little girl hands, but then you know what? This Caleb Williams is kind of a weirdo. He paints his nails, so maybe that's like a Gen Z dude thing to do. They all dress like a bunch of damn nerds, and then they're going to be painting their nails. I could call them another word, but you're not allowed to anymore. Although, I will when this isn't on. $19.95, 40% promo code, 15% coupon. It's 55% off, under $10 for a rechargeable little baby flashlight. The magnetic tail cap, I love that. You can stick it on there, and it just stands at attention all proud like. Little baby proud, but still proud. So under $10 for our rechargeable flashlight. 21-volt reciprocating saw, brushless motor, 2-speed mode reciprocating saw with a 2-amp-hour battery and the charger. The thing I really like about this is it's compatible with Makita batteries. So if you're already in their lineup, you can use this Shumpa. And it's 50% off. Now, compatible with Makita batteries does not necessarily mean the reverse. These batteries may or may not work on Makita tools, and the same thing with the charger. I know I definitely had one of these tools where, the Makita batteries worked here, but this stuff didn't work on Makita. And I'm sure there's some reason for that with, the innards of that thing, but I don't nerd out on shit like that. It works or it doesn't work. I'm not interested in taking it apart or knowing how the damn thing works. I don't got enough extra space in my brain for that crap. I don't care. Just make it work. So anyways, this is $52.99, 50% off, $27 or so. you're getting the full kit if you don't care. But if you have Makita stuff, then hey, you're getting a little saw that works with your Makita batteries, and you're getting it super cheap because it'd be over $100 if you bought the Makita one. Makita equivalent, anyway. ATV car tow strap with hooks, 2-inch by 20-foot, 17,000-pound tow strap by Vavor, 45% off. Look at that beautiful, beautiful tow strap. You can never have enough tow straps. It's one thing I learned in life. I got a tow strap. It's doing beautiful things. Starts getting all frayed, and then it rips, breaks. No good. Tow strap don't work too good when it's in two pieces. Especially doing stuff around the yard. There's always like sticks and stuff rubbing on them, or they're just getting. I don't know what the hell happens, but I seem to break these damn things. $25.99, 30% promo code, 15% coupon. So we almost cut that in half. That's $13. Really good deal. You get the little vinyl bag, which is actually kind of nice just for organizing stuff. I like to keep one of these under the back seat of the Jeep just in case. You never know. Might have to pull someone out. I'm not going to get stuck myself. It's not for pulling me out. Come on now. But a nice little price. You get hooks on both ends. Get yourself a little tree saver strap or like an axle strap. I mean, kind of the same thing. Same principle. Keep that in there with it. Then you can grab your loops with the hook. You really don't want to hook it on itself if you can avoid that. Foam cannon kit with pressure washer gun, 5 nozzle tips. It's like a little 3-pack, so it's a really good deal. It's by Wixnanny, and it is 50% off. Normally $46, which, if you piece it out, that's really not bad. But then 50% off of that makes it $23, which, by the way, almost all of these I checked before starting the video. I mean, most of them were posted just within the last couple of hours. The last 2 or 3, I'll know when I get to them. I did not check today. We're just keeping our fingers crossed that they're working. But hopefully these are all good. But remember, 2 a.m. Central Time is when codes are going to kind of die and reset. And I'm recording this at like 1 o'clock Central Time. So let's hope. $45.99, so $23 or so. And we get this guy hooking up to our pressure washer, little stub nose gun, which I actually like, especially with the foam cannon, because if you have your long handle sticking out of here and then you put the foam cannon on the end of that thing, it gets actually pretty damn heavy. When this thing is full of soap or water, whatever, probably a mixture, that's a lot of weight to be hanging out there as you're trying to wash and everything. So I kind of like the stub nose and just being able to plug that in right there. But then also we get all the different nozzles. I'm actually not sure what kind of adapter that's going on right there, but that looks like the wash, the soap nozzle. And then you get, oh man, these are color coded, but I don't remember. 25, 15, 0, and 40, I think. Anyway, you get all the different nozzles. So as a collection, I like that. That's a good deal. Ratchet tie down straps, 4-pack, 2,200-pound brake strength, 1-inch by 15-foot heavy duty ratchet tie down strap set with padded handles, coated S hook soft loop by Vavor. Now it's only 25% off, but we're going to forgive them for that. Ratchet straps, just like the toe straps, you can never have enough of those suckers. Especially if you're like me and you don't take care of them, you leave them outside every once in a while on accident or on purpose. Maybe they have a purpose. Maybe they're holding something, but they're out in the weather. Weather type, kind of can make the mechanism not fun to use. $21.99, 25% off, goes through the 10th for our little ratchet straps. This one I'm hoping stays around for a while. It's just a sale price. There's no promo code, no coupon or nothing, but the best price we've seen on these. Pro Night Vision Binoculars, digital infrared 4-inch screen, 2x zoom, essential deer hunting accessory, technical gear, security goggles, by Creative XP. So it comes with the handy dandy case. Looks like you get a 32 gigabyte micro SD card, and you even get this little goofy ass card reader to go with it. And it's only $35.99 as a sale price. This is another one of the many items that have just dropped like a rock in prices. When these were first coming out, you could easily pay $250 for it, and I bet this is like the same design as what they used to charge that much for it. It's supply and demand in a way. It's capitalism in a communist country because they're all made in China, but you get a ton of companies that are making the same item, and there's a ton of profit, and they just slowly start working their way down because there's a glut of these things and everyone's making them. And if you're making $100 profit but you're not selling many of them, then you mark it down to where you're only making an $80 profit, but then you're selling a bunch more. And then someone else comes along and says, well, I don't need to make an $80 profit, I can make a $60 profit. And before you know it, we're getting these things for, instead of $250, we're getting them for $35, which is pretty amazing. And I mean, they're fun to play around with. It's hard, at the higher price range, unless people have some discretionary income that they can just kind of play around with. It's a difficult thing because it may not be the most essential uh, thing to buy. You might want to buy some milk and eggs first. But down to $35, I mean, that's pretty legitimate. If you really wanted these things, that's not a ridiculous price. Like, you could find it, you could figure that out. But still, I think more of like a fun thing. I'm trying to think of any like legit uh, use for them, like a practical, essential thing. I don't know. Men's golf polo shirt. We gotta throw these things in there because they throw these promo codes out. This Pins Park or Pin Spark. I don't know which way it goes. Brand. I bought some of their polos a while ago, a couple of months ago, and they put promo codes out every once in a while. It's 50% off. Last time there was a 3 or a 5 pack or something. This was, as far as I know, where I found it only worked for the one, but it had different colors and different sizes. So $20 for the one, that's too much, but the 50% promo code, it's $9.99 for a quality shirt. Like I said, I bought these whenever this video was posted, and I really liked them, so I think it's worth it. When I see more promo codes for them, I'll throw it out there again. 6-inch swivel plate casters, set of 4 with security AB locking, no noise, PVC wheels, heavy duty, 2,800-pound load capacity, non-marking wheels. Again, by Vavor. It's a beautiful thing that they're still putting out the codes. They had me worried for a couple of weeks around Prime Week. I was like, uh-oh, Vavor's, they're gone. I'm hearing crickets. This is not good because they were providing us with some amazing deals for a solid month or more. We were doing real good with the Vivor deals, and it disappeared. Now, starting to kick back up a little bit. Not as good as it was before, but we're getting back into the swing of things. And this is a good example of that because I love casters. Put wheels on everything, damn it. I don't want to drag it around. I don't want it being a pain in my ass. Put it on wheels. I can just move this thing anywhere I need it. And the 6-inch ones, those are actually pretty decent sized ones. Not little baby wheels. You hit a crack or something, these 6-inch wheels can handle a crack. Those little ones, boy, they hit that and it'll just dump the whole thing over. So $36, but a 50% promo code, you're going to pay $18. And go price casters at like a hardware store. Damn things are expensive. Everything in your garage should have casters on it. Every damn thing. I got casters on my miter saw, which is sometimes can be a little sketchy because they don't have locks on them or nothing. Sometimes the damn thing rolls away on me. Now I got it set up so I could take them off, but that's too much work. I'll just deal with the sketch of the saw, move it around a little bit. Like, I hold the saw steady with one hand and cut with the other. It's okay. We figure it out. The more sketchy part is having the casters on the table saw. That's probably a bad idea. That was a bad idea. But when it's not being used, it's beautiful because you can just move it out of the way. We got limited space in some places. Reflective safety vest, high visibility, class 2 mesh vest. I know some of you guys out there, need these things for work or whatever. So when I see it, I like to put it up there because it's got to be beneficial to some people. Meets ANSI standards. Tycon, 30% off. Got your little reflective vest so, people don't run you over or whatever on the side of the road. $9.99, 30% promo code. So that's going to bring it down to $6.99. It's supposed to go through the 5th. But for a limited time, you save an additional 10% when you buy two, and the promo code will apply to both of the two. So if you buy two or more, you're actually saving 40%, so bringing it down to $6 instead of $7. So, I would say it's worth the extra 10% to buy two, but it's also listed as a bestseller, so hopefully it's at least pretty good quality. DeWalt 20 volt max cordless drill driver half inch 2-speed 2 amp hour battery and charger included. So it's only $89 to get a full kit, a brushless drill, 2 amp hour battery. $89 is really good. So we've seen a lot of the deals where the Craftsman thing is Craftsman. Where the hell did that come from? I got totally distracted by the little command window. Um, the DeWalt deal, the full kit's $99. We've seen a lot of those. But you don't see 89 too often. Now, it is price matched with Tool Nut, and I have that link there if you'd rather Tool Nut. I think in that price, Tool Nut's going to charge you shipping. I think. This little pry tool is back. We posted it about a month ago, just a sale price, and they actually changed the brand name, which I didn't even realize you could do on Amazon, because you may know, I used to be an Amazon seller. I've created some of my own Amazon listings, unless they've changed it. If you go to the Steak and Shake seasoning listing on Amazon, that's my picture. I took that picture and uploaded the picture of the bottle. And a little fun fact on that, I used to go to Steak and Shake and they'd look at me totally weird because I'd buy like 30 or 40 of the things. They were $2.49 at Steak and Shake. And I would list them, I would send them into Amazon FBA, so I would send them into an Amazon warehouse and they would sell for $14.99 on Amazon. So I would just buy them, send them in there. Once they all sold, go get some more, send them in there. And that was the beautiful thing about FBA back in the day. Now it's all, a clusterfuck and everything. But anyway, I didn't realize so my point is, I have some experience with doing this stuff. I didn't even know you could change a brand name. You can change the title, you can change the images, you can change what the bullet points say, all this stuff. But I thought the brand name was like a staple. Like that's what this product is. Anyway, it used to be this brand name, and now it's this brand name, and that is not important, so we didn't have to do any of that. But we do get this little metal pry tool. Now, I bought it the last time, and I think it was like under $2 why I bought it before. It's $4.39 now, but if you go on Amazon and you search 4140 pry tool, you're going to get a bunch of like different options, and they're like $10, $12. So $4.39 isn't as cheap as it was before, but that's still a really good price. And this is what it actually looks like. And I wanted to make this video super quick, posted on the second channel today because I saw the $4.39 price and I thought that's still a good price. It's still worth that. But this is the Amazon listing. Like it has 117 reviews, 5 out of 5 tall dealership belts, but I can't believe how many people have bought it with this being the image. Like if you knew nothing else of this tool and you just saw that image, would you buy it? Would you be like, oh yeah? When I posted this before, I included a second Amazon listing of an item that had the same description because from what I saw from others, it was the exact same item, so I had confidence in what it was. But for other people, if you just went across this list, like what the what's that? It's so weird how Amazon can be like real diligent on some things and then other things they are not. Like if I tried making that listing back in the day with that crap ass picture, that wouldn't have flown at all. So that's what the tool actually looks like. A little panel popper guy, and I think it's definitely worth it. I got a bunch of those little plastic panel poppers, which they're okay, but some of the clips they're too stiff, and the plastic tool bends. I like the plastic because you're less likely to scratch up your interior panels and stuff. Where this metal one definitely is going to be more likely to scratch a panel than a plastic one. But I've had a couple of times where I'm trying to bend with this, or I'm trying to pop off a clip with this plastic one. It's just bending on me, and I'm like, well, shit, that ain't gonna work. The plastic ain't gonna, this will pop the clip off. So anyway, 439, it's definitely worth that. Now here's one. Hold on, we gotta. This one I posted last night. It was the last thing I posted the night before because I'm confused on what to say because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. On the 30th, the last thing I posted on the 30th, and it was a really amazing deal, and it was available then, and I hope it still is now, but maybe not. 3-step ladder, folding step stool for adults, non-slip, wide pedal, rubber feet, lightweight. Oh, it's only 500-pound capacity. No bears allowed. Portable steel ladder by MV Pring. That's how I'm going with it. So, very simple, little step stool guy. We'll call it medium duty. We can't call it heavy duty. Only 500. $49, but 45% promo code and a 10% coupon. So it's 55% off. Makes it about $20. Maybe a little more than 20, but close to $20 for a step stool that's also getting shipped right to your door. We gotta throw that in there. You didn't have to go drive somewhere to get it. And it's kind of a bulkier item. Some places get a little fishy when things are a little bit bulky. Acme Tools is terrible about an item that is kind of bulky. They start charging you freight shipping, and it's like $100 or something. Get out of here, man. Craziness. So a good deal on a little folding step stool. Next up, titanium step drill bit 3-piece, high-speed steel, cobalt over 30 sizes, titanium step drill bit by Boyoys. Boyoys. It's 47% off. Big fan of step bits. Started out at $18.99. The 40%. Now, this promo code, if you click on it, it's supposed to go through the 22nd. Like, I don't know. They don't last that long. It's going to get killed before then. There was a bunch of different items that were included for this 40% off. So definitely click the link, even if you don't like the step bits, and see everything else because they're all 40% off. This also had a 7% coupon. Now, here's my only thing about these. So it's $18.99, and then it's almost half price, so it's like $9.50, $10, something in that range. There are step bits that are over $100 by themselves, and they are obviously much better quality. We have to have limited expectations on the super cheap ass step bits. It's gonna go dull fairly quickly if you're going into steel. If you're drilling into like aluminum or like thin metal, plastic, that kind of stuff, it'll be fine for a long time. But and the other thing about the step bits is if you're going from no hole to hole, you have to pass through all of these the steps. You go through the steps. So if let's say you were trying to drill out a washer because you needed a little bit bigger hole in the washer, and maybe you had to do several of them, and you wear the shit out of the cutter, like right here, then you can't really go through this because you get to this spot where you have killed the cutter, and now you can't get any further down. Now you could be smart and you could get this far and then you could get like a regular drill and get past this part and then switch back. Boy, that sounds like a pain in the ass. But it's just something to keep in mind. Now, in the same washer scenario, if it was bigger, like we were starting back here, where the cutter was still fresh, nice and sharp, and then it would work out well. So my point is, at that price point, it can't be an amazing step bit because they can't use the materials that would be required to do so because it's too cheap. But they still have their uses. Okay, now we have an OBD2 scanner, code reader, car diagnostic tool engine fault code reader, diagnostic scan tool by Tesson 4, and it is 50% off. Now, this is another one that's kind of like the middle porridge. It's not the most basic, but it's also not the cream of the crop. It's $50 normally, but we have a 50% promo code, so you're only going to pay $25. But this will do most of the basics that you need. So, of course, it'll read codes and erase codes, and they all will do that part. But it also gives you live data, which is a step up. It does the I am readiness, which thankfully we don't have any use for here. But like erasing the codes, it'll turn off your light and everything. It's not going to do like ABS or anything. It's not bi-directional. You're not paying that. But for $25, it's a good basic one. And the live data, as it's become more popular with them or more common, but that's still a pretty useful function to have with one of these. So for $25, and half price of that, I like it. We're making use of that cough button towards the end here, aren't we? Now, this is another one that I hope is still up, but I didn't check. Retractable air hose reel, 3/8 inch by 50-foot hybrid air hose, 300 psi air compressor hose with reel, 5-foot lead by Vavor, and it is 30% off. So there it is right there. We'll circle back to that, Jen Psaki. $79.99, and then 30% is whatever 30% off of $79.99 is. Now I have one that is by Tecton that looks very similar, and I believe it's a 50-foot hose as well. Although, yes, I believe it's a 50-foot hose. My Tecton one was over $100 or close to $100, so this is really a good deal. And if you're still using a big boy air compressor, then this is a must-have item. If you're running around with a little hot dog compressor, a little pancake compressor, you probably don't need this. This is not like an essential weapon in your arsenal. But anything bigger, if you have one that is stationary that mostly stays in the same spot all the time, you got to have one of these, because otherwise you got an air hose that's just laying all over the place. Or if you do one of those little pig curly tail air hoses, I hate those. Brittle, break, leak, trash. Hate those. All right, so you're dealing with one of those, or it's just laying all over the floor. You're tripping on it. It's just a pain. This reel system is amazing. Especially you got this one with the little stopper, but it's got the little guide there, so it winds it up all nice and good. Before I got this style, I had the Harbor Freight one that it has like 4 arms sticking out, and you had to manually wind it. It was still pretty terrible because one, you're hand cranking it, which this is spring loaded, so you don't have to do it yourself. So the manual thing, I mean, it kind of sucks. I'm not totally a lazy ass. So the worst part about it was it didn't have any kind of a guide like this. So if the hose was not directly in front, then it wouldn't wind up right. It'd always want to climb off the side. And not thinking about that, when I first mounted it, I mounted it in a spot where the car was directly in front of it. So I could never reel it straight ahead unless I pulled the car out of the garage, which is stupid. Now, I could have just remounted it, but I never liked it to begin with, so there was always the plan to upgrade to one of these. So that Harbor Freight one that you manually crank, it's really cheap. I mean, when I got it, it was like $15. I don't know what it is now. But you step up a little more. Also, that one doesn't come with the hose. This one's coming with the hose. So that even just tells you how much more of a better deal this is. Anyway, I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that this code's still working, because if you have one of those, if you have an air compressor that's bigger than those little baby guys, you got to get something like this. Like, even if you don't get this specific one, whatever, you got to get one of these retractable air hose things. It's like a game changer. It's really amazing. And this little stopper should definitely be adjustable. Mine is. So you could even ceiling mount this thing like you would like a drop light or something, and then I mean, it's 50 feet, so depending on how big your garage is, you may be able to ceiling mount it and still take it wherever you want. I like it. And that's cheaper than what I paid for mine. And I've had mine for like 5 or 6 years. So I bet the price on it's probably even higher now, just because the price of everything is higher now. All right, guys, that is all that I have for you today. Make sure to give the video a like, subscribe for a subscriber. I'll have those Home Depot links down below as part of the YouTube shopping, and we'll have all the Amazon links. So I guess the Home Depot links aren't really down below. They're timestamps, but I think they also put them down below, don't they? I don't pay attention. You'll find them. You probably already saw them. And then the Amazon links will all be down below in the same order that we had it here. And hopefully we find some more amazing deals tomorrow. I'll see you guys next time.